Hello, I'm Mario Toneguzzi, and I'm taking care of business. Joining me today is Murray Scotton, Chair of CREB REALTOR Community Foundation, and also a Realtor with Century 21 Power Realty in Calgary. Murray, you folks at CREB announced the Legacy Community and Transformation Grants are open for applications right now. First of all, let's talk about those grants and what that program is all about.
Yeah, Mario, it's a great opportunity. Every year we open up these grants. The Legacy Grant is the largest one. It's $300,000 per year, and that's for major projects. So anybody that's starting a building, in the midst of a building, and those types of things. And it's really exciting because we get to do that every year. And then the community grants are $25,000 each, and there's 3 of those. And those are towards some sort of major renovation to a present project. So they've already got a building and they're looking at expanding or changing rooms or doing whatever layout. And then the transformation grants are 3 grants of $10,000 each, with those being more of a maintenance type thing. So they need to replace, fascia soffits, eaves troughs, and that kind of thing. So it's really exciting because we're granting over $400,000.
Yeah, exactly. First of all, how long has this program been in place, Murray?
This particular aspect of it is in its 3rd year, but we've been granting for over 10 years. There's over 6,100 realtors in Calgary now, and since the community foundation started, we've granted over $8 million.
Oh, right. Super then. And just out of curiosity, in terms of the granting, in that level of granting around 400,000 plus, is that a typical amount that you see year by year, or?
Yeah, the last couple of years, that's what we've done, is budgeted that amount out, and every year it changes and adjusts as we're able to increase our fundraising ability, and also the number of realtors that are registered for the Calgary Real Estate Board.
And let me just ask you that question, so where does this money come from to be given out in grants?
So it comes from each realtor with their yearly dues to CREB, the Calgary Real Estate Board. A small portion goes directly into the funding budget for that. And then also there's different fundraising opportunities. One of the things that we started doing last year with the pandemic was we started doing online 50/50s, and those have been really popular. Not just with the realtors, but you look at hockey games and everybody doing the 50/50s. So those fundraising, and now the really great thing is now that everything's relaxed and we're going to start doing events, when we do different events like Realtor Roundup or our Christmas party, we have silent auctions and we have different opportunities there that we're able to fundraise for these grants.
So can you tell me just over the last couple of years where the big legacy grants have gone to, like what kind of projects?
Yeah, so last year it was the legacy grant went to Home Space YYC, which is converting a old office building downtown into, I think if I remember right, it's 42 units. But it's commercial on the bottom, and they've got a couple of anchor tenants, like In From the Cold is one of the ones that's going to be in there, and then Home Space does some things also. So it's great that way. And then actually previous to that was a 3-year commitment to Habitat for Humanity for their build in Silver Springs, and that was $1 million over those 3 years.
All right, super then. And can you talk a little bit, about the process itself? So tell me where we're at with that, and how do people go about applying for these grants?
Yeah, so they can go online to creb.ca, I think, and there's an application process there, and then they submit their application, at which point it's screened if it's appropriate, because all of these grants are related to housing and shelter for vulnerable populations. So those vulnerable populations might be homeless, they might be something like an emergency shelter, or it could be somebody with health issues, some sort of something to that effect, and they put in their application, it's screened and then if it's appropriate that it is for that specific type of opportunity, then it moves on to the next level. And we've got a committee that then goes through it and has a scoring rubric and scores each one of the applications based on what they submit as to whether it's appropriate that we fund them or not.
All right, super. And Murray, can you talk just a little bit about the foundation itself? What is the CREB Realtor Community Foundation? What's its purpose? How long has it been around?
It started over 10 years ago, and it's actually the aspect of giving and philanthropy as far as the realtors are concerned. So a lot of them will donate. So we get different opportunities to go, and I'll use Habitat as an example. With that commitment, there was build days. So 10 realtors would show up and they would spend the whole day helping build those housing. Or it might be something where they go to Camp Kindle for kids cancer care, or brown bagging for kids. And it's just, we coordinate different volunteering opportunities that they can go do those things and also do some fundraising at the same time.
Yeah, super. Well, thanks very much, Murray, for joining us today.
Okay, thanks. It was enjoyable. Have a great day.
You too. That was Murray Scotton, chair of the CREB Realtor Community Foundation, also a realtor with Century 21 Power Realty in Calgary. I'm Mario Toneguzzi. This has been Taking Care of Business. Thanks for joining us today.